Hello everyone. Sorry I have not been making any reviews on vape lately. The whole vape scene has really changed, and due to my recent circumstances, I have not really been into making reviews for the vape. Today I'm going to try something different. It's making budget set of speaker wires. What I have here is 12 feet of ice wire that I bought off of Lazada, some banana plugs, some speaker pans for the end of the wires, so it looks professional and looks really nice and keeps the wires in very good condition. I got my soldering iron from Lazada. I got wire strippers, some real silver solder. I tin the ends of the speaker wire with the silver solder. It makes it so they don't unfrail, and it also makes a better connection. Okay, but these are nice too, and I picked up 4 of these. These were 200 peso. I paid 200 peso, $4 American, for 4 of these. It was 691 peso for the wire, 200 peso for the banana plugs, and I've got some rosin and tip cleaner for my soldering iron. Soldering iron was 200 peso. I know, it's the cheapest piece of junk soldering iron you could buy, but it works. It does what I need to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that wire in half and then strip my ends. Now let me cut it in half and then I'll be back with you. Hold on. This is what it'll look like once you have everything stripped. But in order to get there, I need to know how far to strip the speaker wire. Now this is 14 gauge, which is perfect for the size of amp I'm running and for the distance I'm running. So I'm going to put the boot up against the side, and I want a little bit of it to stick out the top so I can put the banana clips on. So I'm going to go right here, then I'm going to go halfway up this shaft here. Now make sure when you buy the speaker wire, measure this with a pair of calipers, and then get the corresponding boot so it's nice and tight fit. You don't want it too loose, and you don't want it too tight. You won't be able to get the wire on. So once again, I'm going to go up a little bit further, and I'm going to go halfway up the boot. So right about there is where I'm going to start my wire stripping. And I'm going to strip it, the white case, off first. Thank you. Okay, once you have it stripped, then you slide the boot down. And if you get the correct size, it'll be nice and tight, but not too tight that you can't get it on. Then you have your 2 wires out and exposed. And what I'll do is I'll trim this down shorter, about half the size. And then I'm going to tin the ends with the silver solder, and then I will mount my banana plug. Okay, I'm back. I stripped all the wires and mounted the boots, as you can see. And now I'm going to trim the leads a little bit because these are way too long. And then I will tin the ends with silver solder, and mount my banana plugs. Be right back. Okay, before I show you guys the finished product of the speaker wires, people have asked me, Bob, how do I hook a subwoofer up to my old vintage receiver? This is how I've found the way to do it. This is a high to low pass converter. You plug this end into your speaker or your amp. My amp has A and B speakers. So A's are my front speakers, and B, I connected it to this. I used a left channel. The subwoofer only needs 1, so I only have 1 hooked up to my amplifier. Or you could go off of your speaker, whatever is easier. And then you have an RCA that you could plug then into your subwoofer. My subwoofer does have high or low, but I decided to go with this because my amplifier is an older Sony, which does not have a sub out. And this was much easier. Now I picked this up off of Shopee. This is the bag that it came in. And it was right around $4. Now I use 50 peso to the dollar, you guys, because it's easier for my little brain to remember. I know the American dollar is stronger than that rate at the moment, but 50p works for me, and this worked out to be about $4 for this. It has a little bit of adjustability here in the channels, each channel, But like I said, I only use one side. I'm going to put a black speaker cap over this side. That way it protects it from touching anything metal and shorting out. This end here, I put black electrical tape. I'm going to do a better job with this after. I'm going to use some shrink wrap, shrink tubing, and do it correctly. But this is what I used to hook up a subwoofer to my old receivers. Now let's get back to the speaker wires. Okay, I finished putting the wires together. This is what they look like fully assembled. The banana clips were pretty straightforward. Insert the wire after I silver tinned the ends. Insert them and tighten down the 2 screws. Easy peasy. These are 100% copper. Make sure the banana plugs that you buy are full copper contacts. I mean, made out of full copper. Not no tin or steel or rhodium plated. Rhodium plated is not good. Just plain copper. Gold plated is fine. The wires came out nice. This is the ice wire. Now I have high-end wires. I have the 90-degree banana clips for going into the receiver. It's easier that way than the straight ones. With the straight ones, you need to have more space behind the unit so you can plug them in. And that might not work with you. So I use the 90-degree ones for going into the amp and the straight ones for going into the speakers. Okay? Price breakdown wise, the speaker wire itself was ice wire from the United States. I picked up off of Lazada, and you can buy, I bought 12 feet of 14 gauge. This is 14 gauge wire, and I bought 12 feet of it for 661 peso. The speaker pants were, for 4 of them, was a total of 186 peso, $3 or $4. And the banana plugs, I got 8 of them for 200 peso, $4. Full copper. Speaker pants are good. A little tricky getting the wires to go through, but not a big deal. And once again, like I said, nice tight fit. It looks professional. And these look like 5,000 peso, $100 speaker cables. And I was able to do them all for less, about 1,000 peso, $20 for 2 pair. 2 2-meter sections of wire. So I made 2 2-meter ones. The silver solder for 1 meter was 200 peso, $4 for 1 meter of silver solder. That'll last you a long time. And there we go. We're done. We're complete. Now I'm going to put everything together and test them out. And I'll make a video on that. I'm going to be doing a review on a receiver that I just picked up. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you found this informative. And it's an easy way of making high-end speaker cables for low-end price. And once again, these are good cables. There's nothing wrong with these. They're pure copper cables made in the United States. Very good quality. They look maganda. Super sexy looking wires. Especially with the speaker pants. The speaker pants make them pop. And I highly suggest you use the speaker pants. Really do. Because it does help protect the wires and makes it look really, really nice. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. See ya.